What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here. Welcome to another highlight analysis of the Green Bay Packers. This is Week 3 versus the Denver Broncos we're doing today, and this is, I believe this is the third play of the game, actually. Aaron Rodgers, play action fake, steps up in the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, and finds his receiver, Mercedes Lewis, at the 40-yard line. Just a phenomenal job by Rodgers to keep his eyes downfield. He may not be as accurate as he once was, but he's always going to be looking downfield before he takes off running, and that was just a phenomenal play by him to find the open man. Still on the first drive of the game here, and we have yet another vintage Aaron Rodgers play. He's going to use the hard count to draw off two Denver linebackers, and he's going to throw an absolutely gorgeous pass up top to Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who makes a great catch into the end zone for the touchdown in the 7-0 Green Bay lead. This is the second consecutive week that the Packers offense has gotten off to a blistering hot start. Hopefully they can keep that up further into games going forward. First Denver possession of the game, the Packers are going to do a really good job of collapsing the pocket. It's going to be Preston Smith coming in to get the sack, one of 3 sacks on the day for him. He also had a forced fumble, which we'll probably encounter sometime later in this video, but he has been a really dominant force for the Green Bay Packers alongside Zadarius Smith on this Packers pass rush. Second Packers drive of the game, the Packers keeping up their blistering hot start, and this is just a phenomenal throw and catch from Rodgers to Marquez Valdes-Scantling. On the run, tiptoed catch along the sideline near the 40. Phenomenal concentration by MVS to bring that in, and once again, a great throw from Rodgers to get it to him on 3rd and 15. Same drive here. At first glance, this might look like it's an Aaron Rodgers overthrow, but I do believe that Robert Tonyan kind of slowed his route a little bit. He's at the bottom of your screen here, but Rodgers is going to sit in the pocket and deliver one deep to Tonyan, and it's going to be just over his reach. Like I said, I don't think that that's an overthrow. I think it more has to do with just the timing of the route, and that's something that the Packers are going to have to work on as we go further and further into the season. Third drive of the game for Green Bay, and if you saw my reactions video, this is what I was talking about Jamal Williams being a very fierce runner today. Watch him just keep his legs moving, move the pile. He's going to get a first down here. He gets stopped about 3 yards short, and he does not go down. He has his offensive line kind of help him push across the first down marker, but he is a very tough runner and a great complimentary back to Aaron Jones. This is a gorgeous throw from Aaron Rodgers, a fantastic catch by Davante Adams. I mean, this is the classic back shoulder that you saw a lot with Rodgers and Jordy Nelson earlier in their careers, but just a beautiful throw from Rodgers and a beautiful catch by Davante Adams to get into Denver territory. First and goal, and arguably the best player on the Packers defense, Jair Alexander, is making a big play here. Saves a touchdown pass with this pass breakup. Just beautiful coverage. Great ability to get up and knock that pass away. He has a great feel for where the ball is at all times. He is, to me, at this point in the season, an all-pro. He is just playing out of his mind right now, and hopefully he keeps it up for the rest of the season. He's a great defensive player, a great cornerback. Huge play on 3rd and goal here. Zadarius Smith is just going to overpower his matchup and get right to Flacco, and the pocket collapses, and Smith is just, he's too physically overpowering for so many offensive linemen. He's so athletic, he's so quick, and he's so strong. He is a really good pass rusher. I would not be surprised at all to see him make the Pro Bowl this year, or even be an All-Pro with how good he's been so far this season. To me, this was the turning point of the game for the Packers. The score is tied 10-10, 2:27 left in the second quarter, and Preston Smith is going to get right around the edge with his speed, and he's going to knock the ball out of Joe Flacco's hands. Just look at that quickness, that ability to get around the edge, and he's going to force the fumble. Looks like the Broncos are going to recover it here, and then at the very end, it squirts out, and Rashawn Gary falls on it. And for those of you who might think that the Broncos were down when he recovered that football and then it squirted out after, the replay shows they never really had possession of the ball. So just a phenomenal play by the Packers defense, though. I mean, they pounce on the ball. They're all over it. They have a real talent for turning the ball over, forcing turnovers. They have 8 already this season in 3 games. If they can keep this up, this is a legitimate Super Bowl caliber defense, in my opinion. Aaron Jones didn't have too many rushing yards today, but he did have 2 touchdowns. This was the first touchdown by him, and this is just it's just Aaron Jones using his smaller frame to kind of squeeze between blockers and defenders and get to the end zone. And he's so good at finding the hole, and just bursting through. And that's what he does here for the touchdown. Gets all the yards he needs, and the Packers go up 17-10. This might be my favorite play so far of the year by the Packers defense. And this is all Jaire Alexander. Just watch this play by him. It's just so good. And, I mean, you got your tight end wide open in the flat, and Jaire just rips the ball away from him. He just rips it away from him, and he returns it all the way to... Well, actually, no. I think they marked him down around where it happened because he was touchdown. But still, he just rips the ball out of his hands. I mean, that just shows like how physical they're gonna be with you, and that's exactly what they've done all season long thus far. It's awesome to watch just how much they want to turn the ball over, and they're gonna get that turnover out of you if they can. So just a great play by Jaire, maybe his best of the year. And here we are with the Danny Vitale play. Oh my goodness, this was a great throw, a great catch, and man, I wanted him to get that touchdown so badly. He came up just a half yard short, but Danny Vitale fullback wheel. This play hyped me up so much. I mean, Vitale, the fullback, is getting involved in the pass game. I mean, I just love how LaFleur uses like everybody on the offense. He uses guys who maybe aren't as big of names or don't usually get as much touches and touches of the football, like Danny Vitale or Mercedes Lewis or something. Everybody's a target. Everyone's a weapon in this offense, and I love it. 4th and goal for the Broncos. It looks like the Packers are going to get off the field here, but this entire drive, poor tackling hurt them really bad, and it certainly does here, although it's a fantastic play by Phillip Lindsay, I must say. But, I mean, you should have had him there, then Dean Lowry should have had him there, and then he kind of just spins his way into the end zone. I mean, for as good as the defense played today, their run defense really wasn't that great, and their tackling really wasn't that great. So those are 2 areas for them to improve as the weeks go by. But, I mean, that was a remarkable effort by Phillip Lindsay. You really have to give him credit there for the touchdown. Late third quarter for the Denver Broncos here. And this is a 3rd and 6. You really want to get off the field here because you've got them pinned inside their 10. But Joe Flacco, he makes a great throw here, by the way, but what in the world is Kevin King doing? I just really want to know. I know it's a zone coverage. I get that. And, that his zone is the safety here. I can't really make out what number that is. But, I mean, still, you got to have the presence of mind to know that the ball is coming here. And he kind of just stops and then realizes, oh, crap, the ball is coming. You got to be able to stick with your receiver there. He just kind of slows down for it, and that's what led to this completion. If he sticks with him, he might have a chance to break that play up. But, I mean, Kevin King, pretty rough day today. Hopefully he can improve in the coming weeks. He was great last week, but you got to be able to stick with your receiver there and have the presence of mind to know that he's going to that receiver. 2nd and 7 here for Flacco. Not really sure where Flacco was trying to go with this football. Maybe it was just a miscommunication or something, but I mean, he throws it right into the arms of Darnell Savage for Savage's first NFL interception. But one thing that really irritated me about that play is that the officials called it an incomplete pass, and that even though they overturned it and eventually called it an interception, it was an interception upon review. It took away all the return yards. This angle right here that you're seeing is after the Packers got a couple first downs. If that drive starts where Savage returned it, which was like around the 40 to 45 yard line, then maybe the Packers are in field goal range here, or maybe the Packers could eventually get a touchdown. I mean, you never know. So that kind of irritated me. Really wish they called that an interception on the field so the yardage would count. I've ripped on King a few times in this video, so I'm going to highlight the good play that he made, at least to my knowledge, one of the only good plays he made of the game. This was a great tackle by him. He really redeemed himself after missing that tackle on Phillip Lindsay earlier in the game. Just really good job of bringing him down and on the 3rd down and 5 and, to get off the field for the Packers. That was a big moment of the game for the Packers to get off the field there, so kudos to him for making the play. Dear Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers, please do more of this. Please get the ball to your running backs in the flat more. I want to see that become a staple of the Packers offense. I really want it to be, because every time they use it, it usually works really, really well with how powerful and quick of a runner Jamal Williams is and how much vision and patience Aaron Jones has. It's just, please use them more. I just feel like we've been using only scratching the surface of it, but every time we do it, it works. Please do it more. This wasn't a huge play. The Packers still got points out of this possession, which is what they really needed. But it still kind of irks me a little bit that nobody was able to block in this play. You've got the center, Corey Linsley, coming out for the screen to block. You've got Darius Shepard coming out to block, and neither of them block anybody. And that's what allows this play to get blown up. It's just, come on, guys. Block somebody. Come on. This is Rashawn Gary's first career sack. Really happy for him. We got Savage getting his first career interception and Gary getting his first career sack. And the Packers' defensive line, especially on passing downs, was pretty dominant today with getting pressure on Joe Flacco. So really, really good performance by those guys today. Really happy for Rashawn Gary that he got his first NFL sack. Cannot put into words how big of a play this was by Jair Alexander. Once again, he's coming through in huge moments. He knocks the ball out, and instead of 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 3, you've got 3rd and 17, which eventually is going to turn into 4th and 17 right here, and then you've got Preston Smith with one of the best jumps I've ever seen, getting off the line, get right to him. My goodness, he timed that perfectly. It was just a great jump he got. That doesn't count, by the way. They blew the play dead, and it counted as a sack for Preston Smith. But just watch this jump. Just watch how good it is. He's not outside. It's perfect timing. It's amazing. That's why I love this guy so much. He's just been so good, so smart. I love it. Last highlight of the game I'm going to go over here. It's Jamal Williams getting the carry on 1st and 10 right after the 4th down turnover on downs for the Broncos. But he's going to bounce it outside, break a tackle here, and get the 1st down. He had a really good day today. 12 carries, 59 yards, and a few receptions as well. So Jamal Williams, once again, I think he's proving that he's a more than capable backup for Aaron Jones, who can kind of present a change of pace at the running back position. He did actually get more touches today than Aaron Jones. I was kind of surprised, but I do kind of understand the logic behind it, since the Packers are going to be playing the Eagles here on Thursday, a short week, so you want to keep both backs as fresh as possible. Jamal Williams hadn't been getting as much touches in the previous game, so you gave him more in this game, and Aaron Jones will a few less, so you can use him more on Thursday Night Football. But overall, a solid win for Green Bay. Yes, there are areas that they certainly have to clean up. Their offense wasn't as good as you might have wanted it to be, but Denver does have a good defense, and the conditions on the field weren't exactly favorable to the offensive side of the football. But overall, a good victory for the Packers. Certainly issues they have to address going forward, but hopefully they can go back at it on Thursday and get another W versus the Eagles. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and let me know if you guys think I could have any improvements of any sort with this series. I love doing these, so leave a comment in the comment section below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, AlbertSports41512, and on Instagram, username Jacob_Ober, and I'll see you guys next time. Go Pack, go.